Okay. Hi, Reddit. And anybody from YouTube. This is John Bluett. John, running for president. And today I have an AMA set up for Reddit. And I'm going to try to answer, well, honestly, every single question possible. I haven't gone to the site yet, so I want to just kind of get there and have everything be new. And then we'll just see how we can answer them on the spot. Right now I'm at this little amalgam of news stories, and it looks like the guy from Titanic, actor Bernard Hill, passed. And that's a shame. I think he might have been the captain. Not sure. It's always a shame when someone you remember that you've seen something and passes, and you instantly go back to maybe where you saw them and maybe what you saw them in. So helping me is going to be Tequila. He's probably just gonna sleep there like he normally does. And we've got a minute, so let's go there. Reddit. Okay. And then I've got to go into RMA, probably is a good idea. I'm not actually sure. AMA, RAMA. And then we're gonna look for mine. I probably can lift up at the top and just find mine there, but we'll just go chunka. See if anybody's even interested in talking to me. A lot of AMAs. There's a lot of AMAs. Oh, here we go. 5 up and 23 total. Well, I gotta admit, I was hoping it'd be a little bit more. That's okay. And let's see if I can edit this. Edit post. And we'll go to the bottom. Edit. Oh. Anybody ever, when they type answer, for some reason get the W before the S? I think I'm hitting that too fast when I type. All right. Good luck getting electoral college votes. We had this shit in 92, but the guy had no electoral college votes. True enough. True that. 92. I think you're talking about Ross Perot. That was in North in Alabama when he was running. Remember, he had issues with being followed. Interesting guy. But definitely true. Yeah. Go to college. It's a hurdle. And it is the electoral college with getting the votes, but not insurmountable at all. And so let's comment on that. Does it come as John Bluett? Great. You have my time zone, Tom Bluett. Who are you? This is the first time I've ever heard your name. Check the site. John Bluett 2024.com. But honestly, normal guy, not with the pics. Didn't seem right to not try. What's your opinion on the other candidates? E-entities. I should probably also be talking about the things. So I like Biden. I think he's a good buy. Hey, Berkeley. Don't hit that. Yeah. I need to kind of get out of my way too, buddy. Yep. Let's see. So I like Biden, but I think he's hampered by past issues. Hampered in interacting with hampered in his interaction with Republicans by past issues, and I wish he'd be a bit more modern, open his communication with Americans. But he seems to be a great guy, nice guy. But he seems to be a decent guy. I still remember pictures of him taking the subway. Probably a pretty down-to-earth fellow. I don't really like Trump. And I don't like bad-mouthing anybody. You've seen what he said, and you've seen who he said it to, and you've seen the way he's acted. So I don't really like Trump, but I do know why some people voted for it. You know, a lot of people thought he was not a politician, going to drain the swamp. But though I think he's been running since like 2000 and changed political. So make up your own mind about him, but I won't be hiring all my family wealthy donors. Sorry. Kennedy seems smart, definitely. And good background, but wears his dad a lot on his sleeve. What I mean by that is he just seems to always be talking about his dad and pushing people back to that. Kennedy, I think you've done enough on yourself that you can just be your own guy, but I understand the tie. And I had told people that my dad was in the Coast Guard, or, you know, his Coast Guard brat. You know, dads obviously impact a lot to us, and they kind of motivate us and they lead us down the thing. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I just think he wears a lot on his sleeve. I'm also a bit conspiracy theory-ish. They don't like my spelling of the word theorish. Theorish. If I put a Y. Would you guys like that? Oh, did it? Okay. All others, which I looked at, seemed good. It seemed nice, but kind of niche on their viewpoints. Mainly, I was looking for someone who wanted to and kind of showed that as their direction. I was looking for someone who wanted to and showed that as their direction, that they wanted to unite America, all sides. Yeah. All others, which I looked at, seemed nice, but kind of niche on the viewpoints. Maybe I was looking for someone who wanted to and showed that as their direction, that they wanted to. You know, it sounds better in my mind than when I'm writing it. Let me look at this one again. Mainly, I was looking for someone who wanted to. Okay, how about just take out the end showed? I think that wanted to unite America, all sides. Who wanted to or could? How about that? Because again, I think Joe might be a little hamstrung by his interaction previous, and his son and you know, security things. I just don't think he's going to get a fair shot. Maybe it was something or could unite America on all sides. Didn't see it. Didn't see it. Going to try myself. Okay. There's an E entity. Honey Bee Queen 96. How would you help homeless people, unaccompanied homeless youth? Also, what's your stance on student death, price of college? How would you help less? How would you help with unpaid maternity leave and IVF not being covered with most insurances? Hi, Honeybee. Hi, Honeybee. Queen 96. By the way, did you ever play the video? Oh, what was it? It wasn't Honeybee. It was Honeybee. It was the one where like 7 people could play at the same time. A multi-quarter game. God, it wasn't Honeybee. It was Honey something like Honeybee. Arg. I really want to use Google. That would be cheating on all of this. Okay, so back to your question though. I do like the name though. How would you help homeless people and unaccompanied homeless youth? Okay, so homeless is several aspects under one name. Some are good, others just can't find a job, others have a job but can't find affordable housing, and even other situations. So my thought, I've got such a goofy thought. How could I put this? Hi. There was a video I saw about like container homes. Containers being renovated into living units. Small ones, but could be done in a large scale, and perhaps give people a temporary respite while they were able to get back on their feet, slash save money. Price of housing is its own topic. Maybe government needs to jump in there before it's too late. Definitely want to explore that. Okay. So that's the unaccompanied homeless youth. In that same idea, I would expect these shelters, these container apartment communities to provide services, security being one, and I think there could be a way to cook for the youths as well as adults and families, etc. What is your stance on student debt? Price of college across America. Uh-oh. Guys aren't gonna like this. Aren't gonna love this. But I didn't agree with Biden wiping the loans. And I have a loan. So it would have helped me. So it would have, or might. I don't think mine's been yet, but it could. So it would have helped me, or might, or so it might have. So it might have helped me. I think, well, loans are loans. People want to be responsible. I go that route, but I probably wouldn't have posed that choice. Just not been a fan of it. Instead, what I'm a fan of is attacking the predatory interest rates and options to pay off such loans. And the limited, to pay off such loans. I'll probably drop the rates to just paying for the services, and add much more options to pay off your loan. Government service, volunteerism, etc. So kind of that open thing. So, you know, in my mind, it was like, if I loan you $20 and for you to go to a movie, and you go to the movie, and we say it's $1 interest every day, right? It's stupid interest, but we hear it, and you're going to pay me back, no big deal. You go to the movie, you come back, and I say, hey, where's my money? And you say, well, you know, honestly, I didn't like the movie, so I'm not going to pay you back your loan. I felt I didn't love that idea. And then some people would say, I could do more money with that $20 than you could, so I'm going to keep it. I don't disagree that there's a lot of people out there that could use the money. That's not where I'm going at all. But I think as everybody goes into a loan as an adult, you should respect that commitment. And it's on the government side, I think, to make that commitment be a viable commitment. So that's why I think the predatory interest rates got to go. I think give them more chance, more ways to do it. If I was gonna pay off your loan, then I need to know kind of how you did at school and what you did. Because listen, I took loans, and I took loans generally the maximum. Generally, I didn't go to school every day because some days I wanted to go to a concert or I wanted to do something, and I took extra money, like I said, so I didn't have to have a second job, and so I could have some, extra money to have in the bank and pay for my motorcycle if it needed an upkeep or something like that. I think a lot of people take the loans like that. So giving it carte blanche to people is kind of unfair to everybody else, but it even doesn't quite make sense because I don't know that person that I'm erasing their loan. I don't know how they did. I don't know if they did good in school or did bad. I don't know if they went to class often or never. I don't know if then afterwards, if they tried to get a job, how they are on creating their resume, if they put out hundreds. I don't know if they were willing to, take any job and be geolocationally open, or if they're like, no, I'm only going here. So there's a lot of questions about that. In general, when you look at education, it's not a promise that this is going to happen. It's a likely, and it gives you a lot more tools to be able to make those things happen. I don't know. That's what I think. And I'll tell you what, I grew up in student ghettos, and all my friends got loans, and I know that 90% of us weren't going to classes every day, and I know that 90% of us took too much of the money, and I know 90% of us, when we got out, bought an iPhone right away rather than make extra payments or something. There's definitely people out there who went to school 100% of the time, who did 100% of the things that they should have done, who are perfect human beings. I was not one of them. So yeah, that's what I would have done. How would you help with Price College? Price College. I actually want to do a survey eval. I've done it myself, but want it more by professionals to find out how much America makes, how much more the government, makes on taxes from those with higher education and those without. And perhaps the numbers might make it a good investment to work on free or very subsidized education. So the idea there is education. I swear to God, I'm educated, but I misspelled the word. Education. Tequila? Why is that not doing it? The idea is, okay, if I make $40,000 a year and I work 30 years, how much do I pay in taxes? And like I said, I've done this. There's so many nuances and there's so many different ideas of what a normal average scale is. And then if I get higher education, how much do I make on taxes over 30 years? What is that number? That number, if it's a reasonable amount number, is basically what the government is getting for a person from A to B, person to be at the point where they are and to have the higher education. So that number is something significant, and if it's a reasonably more than what paying for their education would be, it actually makes financial sense for us to have education be paid by the government or subsidized in some way. So that's a thought. Again, I've done it myself, but I'd want it to be more looked at and evaluated by people who know the broader environment and then can really take good. Lastly, how would you help with unpaid maternity paternity leave and IVF not being covered with most insurances. That's a tough one. So paternity leave should be paid, but I know that not all companies can afford it. It's not all part of benefits. So, but I think supporting the family is very important. I mean, and that's another investment that the country should make. IVF, I'm not entirely sure with that. IVF is interesting, but it's something that I have to think about that on that. So I'm going to say I'd really like for maternity and paternity, what, buddy, times to be subsidized, if that makes sense. Prefer that companies provide that benefit, but understand there are lots of use cases out there where that isn't the situation. So that would, I'd really like for maternity and paternity to be subsidized, if that makes sense. Prefer the companies provide that benefit, but understand lots of use cases out there where that isn't the situation. So that as a whole should be evaluated by a department to determine a yay on. Buddy, no, I'm working right now. Yay, so it's that for IVF. I'm honestly not sure. My friends decided to go through that, and I know it can be very expensive, but I kinda think of it as elective. So give me some time to run that one back in my head. I think it's elective, and I think it's probably something that if you don't have, maybe you should. And you know, I'm gonna toss one more there. Actually, one more thing. I was adopted. I was. So there are other avenues to creating a family, and I promise you, a family doesn't have to be defined by blood. It sounds dark, but I hope it's not coming off like that. All right. How do you plan to gather the support of the nation? Hey, I saw you up there earlier. IEENTITIES. I'm not sure if it's entities, entities, IE entities. One at a time. So at the website, starting the social now. Literally starting. There's a T there. Is that for like, what is that for? I'm not sure. Do you feel guilty accepting millions in donations knowing there's absolutely no possible way? He doesn't even have a website. If his campaign has brought in, it's big, it's not in the hundreds, millions. Whoa, hey, I have a website. Conwell. First of all, hi. I disagree that there is no possibility. I know it, in quotes, hasn't been done before. But tell the 4-minute mile that. Seriously. Seriously, you've got to try some things. Try things sometime, even if you know the odds are against you. And to red below, we do have a website, John Bluett 2024 at 2024.com. I know it's young, but we're proud of it. Young and growing. Lots of info there. JohnBluett2024.com. I should say, or there better be. You wouldn't get back to me, please. If it's not there, seriously blaming you. Okay, that was red in America. Okay, why are you doing this? You must know that without a shadow of doubt that you will not win. Till we get ranked high choice voting, there's no chance any independent will become president. It's a tragedy, but it's also a fact. So you're trying to become famous, looking for attention, stroking for eyes when that's depends. What's your unsincere? No, totally. Hi, Spirit. No. Oh, spirit animal. Mine would be the platypus. By the way, did a report on them in 5th grade. I've always loved them since. Wasn't Spurs. Am I right? Why am I trying? Note to the positives. Probably note to the positives. Note to the not to the positives. Note to the famous attention. Well, attention kind of. Well, ego. Well, let's get rid of the attention though. No to the, okay. Famous, ego, personality. This mug? Let's see. Plus I can't even spell personality. Okay. No to the famous, ego, personality. Honestly, and I've said this lots of times, I've asked myself, but I know what the answer is, just saying it out of words. I just thought someone needed to step up and say what we've all been saying, thinking, that we should be working together. There's just division these days, and there doesn't need to be. I think this wasn't it. Once I saw what the nominees were. That's when I made the decision. And again, as I said earlier, I don't think there's no chance. New days, new ways we communicate, social media plus, new ideas. I do know the rules that we're working with, that I'm working against, I'm working with or against. Then seriously, I know. There's a chance. What's the alternative? No, what's the alternative? The alternative for me the alternative for me would have been agreeing with others, agreeing to others. We need more choices and not doing, wait, the alternative for me would have been agreeing to others and we need more choices, but not doing anything about it. But then not doing anything, or at least try to. I just don't want to do that. But the alternative for me would have been agreeing to others that we need more choices, but then not doing anything about it, or at least not trying to. Not doing anything, or trying anything. What? Okay, buddy, I need your butt out of my way. Seriously, he knows the word butt? That's pretty cool. What else are independents? The system definitely needs to be changed. Organize and lead grassroots to form. Everything is shouting in the wind. Spirit animal, I can't. What's your plan for more people to hear of you? Hi, Camille. Start here. Post videos and my ideas. Live streaming where I can talk with you and discuss what needs to be done. One person. Plus, I have some ideas. So, a lot of thoughts on how to do it. Will it work? Probably not. But I am okay swinging for the fences and some of them not doing it. COVID-19 pandemic revealed how deeply resistant Americans can be when faced with government mandates. Yeah. And they're very likely of how to respond to it. So, is that masculine teacup? I like that. Okay, cool. IT. I did. think I would have interacted with the Americans a lot differently than we did at the time. I think it would have helped. Okay, so first we need to get all good information out there and understand that some people aren't agreeing. So then we need to entice them. I think this is going to be goofy. I think we should have made every 3 months a mini Halloween where people who had the dust mask set up had a prize on an online government facts and update site where you could get the latest and have the prizes be donated by maybe tech corporations, clothing companies, all for some free publicity. We should have from the start made masks be okay. Then, no, in tandem, I would have tied masks to seat belts, and I guess no more drinking in the cars. Seriously, look up old videos of that time where people were rebelling. I hope this all sounds correct. I would have tied my seatbelt. First, we need to allocate information. I would. Will. Yep. Okay, that's less helpful than you would think. Nope, that's still not working. Okay. And then I will. Finally, I would I've created through that website previously social events and planning that people could attend. With proper distancing, but to keep a sense of community active. I think we let ourselves fall too far apart from each other. Some was obviously necessary, but I think aspects could have been worked on a bit better. Yeah. And as an aside, I would share if people knew scientists, doctors, nurses are all just doing their best on an unknown or not well-known situation. I think in modern days we assume too much. I think modern times we assume too much from the science. It's not really. Sometimes they're dealing with the unexpected as best they can. All right. Not malicious intent. Why are you wasting your time? Do you think you can present? Rostelia. Hey, Rostelia. No, fair question. I don't think it's a waste. Well, I mean, it might be, but I don't think. It was telling us no fair question. No, comma, fair question. I don't think it's a waste, or at least the journey will have value. I understand that with everything, the ending might not be how you want it, but you'll never know until you start walking. Taking it. You get the idea. Okay. Patricia, particular shape. What's your stance in wages versus house pricings disparity? What's a game plan to beat inflation? Do you have a few names on your team to help you manage the country? Good luck. Hey, thanks, particular. Thanks. Thanks. So housing isn't, well, okay. Well, it looks like it, but it isn't totally based against wages, from my understanding. Housing shortage of good housing. Add to that Airbnb type. Makes yeah, I know. Yeah, housing's tough. Thanks. So housing isn't totally based against wages, from my understanding. I think we have a housing shortage of good houses, and the Airbnb type, making a home and renting, is even more of an option. And so much so that many corporations have gotten into the buying house business, and people, and probably just living longer, more of us. So you've got so supply and demand. So supply and demand. I think we probably, yeah, right. So let's see, what's the gameplay to beat inflation? Do you have a few names on your team to help you manage inflation? Inflation, same. I think we need to work with the interest rates. But keep pricing. Back to housing. Hey, bud. Let's see. Do you have a few names on your team to help you manage the country? That's her names, yes. But nothing official. honestly. My hope is to take what the previous tenant had in place, add some hope that makes sense. Just list your views on the following without politicians speak. Abortion, vaccines, if the 2020 election was stolen or not, guns, the border, taxing the rich, supporting Ukraine, healthcare student debt. Who would have listed these things? Original post, I would have circled. That would have been a lot to read. Okay, is Irish Skillet. Oh, nice. Hey, Irish. Honey from meat versus food is Irish. Irish. Let's see. Support women's rights, but also think we can do more to lower the amount of abortions / options when pregnant. Amount of abortions by education and options during pregnancy. I'm also okay with shortening time span of decision. As long as the woman has appropriate ample / appropriate time and information to have made a choice of yes, no. To make a choice. No, we'll just say choice. Let's see. 2020 election stolen. Election not stolen. Would have taken too many Republicans to go against Trump to get those results obfuscated as let's use stating. There's been no proof at all was stolen, even by the pill guy. Now, did people do small election fraud? Well, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did from both sides. Sign for your ex. Post multiple ballots, etc. But that's probably been happening as long as there's 2020, the border. We should protect our border. This is our home. We should be able to know who comes in and when. People are trying to get here due to extreme issues from their home. So we need to treat them as the neighbors they are, with respect and love, and try and help them in their situation. See, we should protect our border. This is our home. We should be able to know who comes in and when. People are trying to get here due to extreme issues from their home. So we need to treat them as the neighbors they are with respect and love and try and help them in their situation. Taxing the rich. I think we already are. We are. And my tax plan. Actually, let me put the Hey Irish. Lots of this is covered at my website, johnbluett2024.com, but here we go. Okay, supporting Ukraine. Yes, a lot of things. Okay. Definitely need to support Ukraine. I do believe that. I mean, there's so many reasons why. Um, and USA is a good guy, easy answer, absolutely. But keeping loyalties, keeping commitments to the multitude of countries within NATO gives us so many secondary benefits. We have outposts, we have bases, we have many places in all of those countries, and they give us information on what's happening beyond our borders that we wouldn't have otherwise, or wouldn't have as great or as solid of information. Let's say healthcare, student debt. It's reviews. Look above, quash interest rates, more options to help pay off debt. Wait, it was student loan, yeah, it was healthcare. Healthcare. What? Hey, buddy. All right, you gotta move a little bit. All right, thanks. Okay, healthcare. I think we need to get bipartisan on this. I mean, it's tough, but we just and go through the wording, get numbers back. But we need to subsidize because it's a financial outlook. It costs way too much. It costs way much more when people go into a system and are unhealthy than if we had just done the preventative care or given them like a healthy lifestyle with medicines that would attribute to that and whatnot. Let's see. Someone, John, how's it feel that Kanye will got more votes than you will in this one? Honestly, who's that? Says it. Honestly, he's got a much better sounding voice, singing voice, better singing voice. So probably fair. Are you planning on doing anything to get? I am. Hi, pro player. Doing it. I love them. Hey, buddy. They're asking about Bitcoin. What do you think about it? Nope, other way, other way, other way. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, don't do that. Oh, shoot. What'd you do? I hope that's still done. Okay, so Red in America, what does your mom's basement smell like? Hey, Red in America. So I saw your comment on someone else's, and this seems kind of negative as well. So sorry you're either having a bad day or something more. Hope it works out for you. Mom's dead. So her basement, so I'm not sure she is. But there you are. I think that's about it. All right, everybody. So far, that looks like I answered everything. Let me respond and see if that says it. Let's see. More importantly, bro, do you have a YouTube page? I do. John Bluett 2024. More to come from there. I actually have 2 videos linked to there on my website. Thanks for asking. Let's see, that's going to be Queen. Yep, now on me. Doesn't have a website, this campaign. Yep, how do you plan? Yep, COVID, got that. What's your plan? Good luck, good luck. You Irish? Okay, always wondered. Okay, I think I got everybody. So let's jump up here and let's edit this out. How about edit post? Save and edit. Okay. Okay, I think I got to all the questions. Some good ones, definitely. And look forward to chatting more later. Hope you had a great weekend. Had a great weekend. And have an awesome week, John. Why don't they like that? They just don't like me putting comma before N. Some good ones, definitely. And no, I want a comma there. We are putting, no, we're going to put a comma there. Good ones, definitely. And we had a great weekend and have an awesome weekend. No, an awesome week. Save. Well, that's it. That's the process of doing an AMA. It's the first one I've ever done. Hopefully it won't be the first one I ever do. In fact, not even hopefully, it definitely won't be the first one I ever do. Try to do them at some time. So I know I didn't get that out to a lot of people or to a lot of the Reddits. So maybe next time I'll figure out how to do that. I mean, I know how to do that. What happened is our account is kind of new. And some of the Reddits, they have various procedures that you have to go through. Maybe you need 3 months of content that you've been putting up, or maybe you need multiple postings, things like that. So I wasn't able to really get this out to as many as I wanted to. But you know, this is all like really starting, and a lot of this is going to be learning. So with your help, please go to our website, comment on some of the videos, comment on some of these, tell me things I missed, tell me things I should do, comment on more ideas you have for our campaign, because our campaign isn't just our campaign, it's your campaign. I'm hoping it to be. So anyway, thanks for spending time with me, and thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.